Hi everyone, today I'm doing a top 10 favourites video. So a lot of people do like top 10 or top 5 lipsticks and foundations and blushes and that sort of thing, and that's not really me. I don't have that many blushes and foundations. I do have that many lipsticks, but I wouldn't pick like top 10 favourites or top 5 favourites or anything like that. So I thought I'd do a top 10 that's a bit more me. So I'm doing a top 10 TV series, my favourite ever TV series. And I'm planning on doing a top 10 movies video as well, so if this goes quite well I'll do that one as well. And yeah, so today I'm doing my top 10 TV shows ever. For each of these TV series I've got all of the series that have been released on DVD so far. I just haven't got them all in this video because some of them have got so many series that I won't be able to hold them all in my hands, so I've just got sort of one box set from each of the series. These aren't in any particular order, only the first one that I've chosen is my top favourite ever, so that's the only number one is number one, but the rest of it are in no particular order because I couldn't possibly pick a favourite or order them because I love them all so much. So my favourite ever is Vampire Diaries, and just so freaking good. The first time I saw this was I was in San Francisco, turned the TV on in a hotel room, and I saw one episode of this, and if you know the series then it was the episode where Vicky is turning into a vampire, so Matt's brother Vicky, so the first series, and I thought this is the best show. Found out what it was called and didn't know when it was going to come to England, and then when I saw that it was coming on TV I was like, oh my god, I've got to watch that. And since it started I've absolutely love this TV show. I have all the series on DVD and every single episode gets me. There's always a new twist, something I never expect what's going to happen next. It's just, the writers on this show are so good because every single episode there's a completely new twist, cliffhanger, and just keeps you wanting the next episode. And if I had to pick between the Salvatore brothers, I think I'd go Stefan. Oh, it's so hard. How did you pick Damon, Stefan? Stefan, I think. Yeah. Just the kind of look after you kind of guy. So yeah, massive Vampire Diaries fan. Next up we're going a bit old school with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Oh yeah. So whilst I was at uni I noticed that they'd started releasing Sabrina on DVD, so I gradually built it up and now I have all, I think it's 9 series, I'm not sure, but I have all the series on DVD, and it's just such a classic show. It was one of those shows that I used to watch when I got the DVDs. I used to watch at uni when I was late at night doing my uni assignments, just something really easy to have on in the background, and I used to love it when I was younger on Nickelodeon. So I love this TV show, and there's not much else to say. If you love Sabrina then you know why. So yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Bringing in the reality TV shows, my favourite ever reality show is The Only Way is Essex, and they haven't released all the series on DVD yet, but I've got almost all of the ones that they have released, and I absolutely love this. I know it's cringe and probably really scripted, but I can't get enough of TOWIE. Sometimes I have been known to watch this episode I've just watched on +1 because I love it that much. It's just really easy watching, and I'm sorry if you hate the Essexness of it, but I love it because it's so good. Moving back over to the American TV shows, another massive favourite of mine is The OC, and there's only 4 series of this, which makes me quite sad, but there are a lot of episodes, and I watched a bit of the 4th series when it was on TV. I think it was on like T4 or something over here, and I watched a bit of it and quite liked it, but I hadn't seen any of the previous series because I hadn't really got into it or anything like that. And I saw this and the 2nd series in Tesco's several years ago, probably about 6 or 7 years ago now, in Tesco's for £10 or £15, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to get them and see what they're like. And I absolutely love this now. So my favourite series would probably be series 3. Yeah, probably series 3 would be my favourite. And I can't decide between Ryan and Seth because it's too hard, because Ryan's really like actiony and Seth's really dorky but lovely, so I will never ever choose between Ryan and Seth because they're just as good as each other. And I love Summer, not a massive fan of Marissa. I can't find her a bit annoying, but I love, love, love Summer. And yeah, big fan of the OC. A TV series a bit more recently is Gossip Girl. I love, 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 love Gossip Girl. I started watching it as soon as it came on in the UK and I love it. Even my mum loves it. I've got my mum into it and I have all the series on DVD, and I don't know what series I'd pick to be my favourite. I'm not really sure. Possibly the second or third series. Possibly. I'm not sure. I don't know, I love all the series so much. But yeah, love this. So I'm a Blair Waldorf fan through and through. I love her. I love how scheming she is, but how nice deep down she is. I love her. And if I had to pick a guy, I'd probably go for Chuck Bass. I mean, he's Chuck Bass. And yeah, so super good for fashion-y stuff, and the outfits in it are incredible. And yeah, if you haven't watched Gossip Girl, then you just need to, because it's just so damn good. Taking a bit old school again is Saved by the Bell, and they have not that recently but relatively recently released all of the series on DVD, and they were £70 when they first came out and I was like, I'm not paying that. And then if you watch one of my other videos when I've talked about this, you'll know that I paid about £30 for them. So I have all 4 series of the original Saved by the Bell, because New Class and Colleges and, you know, all those other weird series that they made, they just didn't compare to the original Saved by the Bell. And it's just easy watching, and it's funny, and Zach Morris is cute, and everyone is to be Kelly Kapowski. So yeah, just really easy early 90s watching. So if you haven't watched Saved by the Bell, then what's wrong with you? Everyone loves Saved by the Bell. Next up is one of the classics, Friends. Who doesn't love a bit of Friends? I'm sure everyone watching this video will have seen Friends, so I don't really need to explain it. It's just such easy watching. You can watch every episode so many times and they're still funny. And yeah, I love Friends. I think I'd say my favourite guy is Joey and my favourite girl would be Rachel. So I don't really know what else to say, because it's just Friends. It's just great. Coming back with a bit more reality with The Hills. I love The Hills, and I'm sure a lot of people will have seen The Hills, so if you don't know what it is, it's just another reality show of some girls living in LA, and it's just great. I wish I was Lauren Conrad. She's got the best life, and I just love her. I can watch all the episodes so many times, don't get bored of them, and it's just great. I wish I lived in Hollywood. Next is something that I mentioned in my May Favourites video, and that is One Tree Hill. As I said in my favourites video, it's something that I've watched since it started, and I love One Tree Hill. I did kind of lose sort of the interest with it when it on TV when it got to about series, I think it was the end of series 4, when they went off to college, and then there was the 5-year jump. I kind of stopped watching it when it was on TV then, and then a couple of years later I thought, no, I'm going to get back into it, and I just got straight back into watching series 5 and then wanted to watch the rest of them, and I love One Tree Hill. It's such a nice story. I mean, it's a bit unrealistic. Oh, I know a lot of TV series are unrealistic, but I mean, from the same small town in, is it North or South Carolina? Whichever Carolina it's in, from this small town they've got a basketball star and a best-selling novelist, a girl who runs her own record label, a girl who has her own clothing line and fashion empire, and then like an amazing singer and sell out tours and stuff. I mean, all of that doesn't come from the same small town of group of friends, but it's just so good and just quite makes you like feel good about love, and Nathan and Hayley's relationship just makes you feel happy about love. And that sounds really cringe, but I really, really recommend One Tree Hill for some nice watching. It's funny at times and sad, and I just really, really like One Tree Hill. And I'm sorry to say it, but I don't really like Peyton. I mean, she's a bit annoying. I love Brooke Davis. She's probably my favourite. And then the guys, I would have to say Lucas is the one up until he leaves, and then Nathan is the one. Yeah, that's about all I have to say for One Tree Hill. If you haven't seen it, then make sure you do, because it's great. Last but by no means least is Sex and the City. This is the final series, and this is actually the first series that I started watching. My cousin had this on DVD and we were going up to Alton Towers, and I can't remember how old I was, maybe 16 or 17, and we watched this in the car on the way up to Alton Towers, and I completely fell in love with it and wanted to watch all the series. So I started buying the older series and started from the very beginning, and I love it. And yeah, just the fashion and the friendship of them. It's just a really, really good TV show. I'd probably say my favourite is Carrie. I know she can be annoying at times, but just the fashion side of her and all of that, I just love her. So yeah, Sex and the City is one of my favourites. So that is my top 10 TV shows. I've tried so hard to narrow it down because there are so many TV shows that I absolutely love. So let me know what you think of my favourites, or if there's anything that you like watching that you think I might like to watch, judged on the other things that I like. Yeah, so just let me know. And there are so many more that I could mention, but one little add-on that I'll add to the end I've recently started watching and I really like is Suits. Luke, my boyfriend, enjoys watching it, and I said, oh well, I'll try watching it, see if I like it, and I actually really, really like that. So if there's anything new you're looking for, then maybe try Suits, because that's really good. So if you do like this video, then give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you would like to see my top 10 movies video, and I'll do that for you. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.